Let's see when this goes through. If it even goes. There we go. Sup, ladies and gentlemen, Ackle on here, and welcome back. And of course, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But always remember, it is better when it's live. I just got home from the gym. Little bit fucking tired, ever so slightly. So very happy to be with all of you. Very happy to be here. And I really hope that you all had a wonderful day. And that it's just gonna get better. Oh, I am fucking spanked, dude. I am quite tired. No, I don't want this. Why are you giving me notification? I don't care about that. That's fine. Alright, let's quickly see here. We could probably send out this notification. There we go. Ganyaz, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Shay, how you doing? Welcome back to all of you. Happy to see all of you here. I'm tired. But I'm happy to be back. The storm is still going, but sort of just raining now, so that's good. I can deal with rain. I hate everything else. Fucking lighting is such a fucking boring thing. Oh man, feeling good. I'm lying. I don't feel good. I never feel good after the gym. I feel fucking spanked. I feel like I just went through a war. My body is not recuperating. So how is everyone? What how your 2 hours been since we last spoke? It's been 2 hours, right? What time is it now? Yeah, like no, fuck it, 3 hours. No, yeah, 3. I left just after 7. Yeah, so about 2.5 hours. How's it been? You see, chat is being obsessively quiet. Did someone die? Are we supposed to be quiet and not speak much? What's the deal? Bro. I don't know what I want to do now. Maybe I want to play some... Maybe I want to play some Final Fantasy. Maybe I just want to fucking chill out with you guys. I don't know what I want to do right now. On the way home from groceries in polite company. Oh. I have you on text translation. All right. What did you buy, Shay? I need to see her. There's videos that I have to, like streams that I have to update. So Final Fantasy Friday was the last video. Black Mario, how you doing, brother? Oh, pork loin. Jesus, that sounds so good. Black Mario, why what? Natalie Frost, how you doing? All right, here we go. I've got the videos that I need to export. So we'll export those. I think this is number 12. No, actually, we'll make this number 1 again. Starting from number 1. That's Tuesday. This one we'll export. We'll make this number 2. Fuck. I shouldn't lose track of where I am. So this one is Y Blizzard. Blizzard Y. Export that. Absolute not tired from the gym. What is number 4? Let's call that number 4. And a bunch of veggies. What kind of veggies? Potato dude, how you doing, bro? I didn't expect my life to be changed from a notification. Did your life change? CCS, how you doing, brother? Did your life change? Black Mario? You never know, right? Good things could happen. Maybe you click on this notification and suddenly someone follows you and they go, well, there you go. Your life has changed. You've just been subbed. You've just been subbed. canny has have changed your life. And if you didn't click on the notification, your life would not have changed. You wouldn't have had a sub. You know? You're part of the degenerate club. How does it feel being a complete and utter fucking degenerate, Black Mario? Feels good, doesn't it? Like to feel all that expectations just rolling off your shoulders. As you know that you are now a degenerate and the people should really not expect any more from you. That's what makes life good. Fuck, now I can't remember. What last was 5, I think. And then this one would be 6. Yeah, this one would be 6. Happy Friday would be 6. And then this one would be 7. Fuck, I need to start uploading these sooner. That would be 7. That's the primal one. And then we've got the one of this afternoon. That'll be number 8. Yes, that'll be number 8. And then this one is going to be number 9 as soon as we export it. Feels real good. I know, right? I know, right? The secret to life, but also the secret to happiness, is to set expectations as low as possible. I feel like we've had this conversation before. But you basically want people to think of you in the worst possible light since, like, from the beginning, from the very first time you interact with them. That way there is no expectations. So when you do things that's completely and utterly fucking degenerate, they just go, oh yeah, don't worry about him, he does things like that. Whereas if you pretend to be a good guy and you do degenerate shit like you're almost certainly going to do, oh my god, the judgment will be unreal. Potato Dude, How Not to Give a Fuck is a very good book. Pikarku, how you doing? That's a very good book. I back 100% what How Not to Give a Fuck says about life. I try to live my life in those terms. Although the art of not giving a fuck, right, as a book is mainly down to Stoicism, right? It's actually, if you go back and you read Stoic, like Stoic literature, the art of not giving a fuck is just Stoicism. It's just a modern day twist of Stoicism, but it's still Stoicism. Not to give a fuck sounds like the book of life to me. So Stoics have a very weird view on the world, which I actually love, right? Nico Spider, welcome back. Happy to have you here. Stoics have a very cool way of looking at the world. In almost every regard, they have such a good way of looking at the world. But Stoics will do sort of random shit. Vlad, how you doing, brother? They'll do random shit. So there was a Stoic that would go into restaurants and he would order soup and then he would eat the soup like an animal. Just like fucking stick his face into the bowl of soup and just fucking gurgle it all down. And the only reason he did that was to overcome his fear of people. Because in his mind, once you've done that in front of people, just being normal in front of people will not be such a big challenge. Because he had a fear of public speaking. He had a fear of being in front of people. And so he would just do that every once in a while. Because at that point, everyone's expectations of you is so low that you can only go up, right? Who or what is a Stoic? So Stoicism is actually something that was preached or believed back in ancient Rome, right? So not all of the Roman Caesars followed Stoicism, but I believe Alexander the Great was a Stoic. I'm trying to fuck. I'm really tired. So, what's his name? How my fuck? He is literally one of the most famous Caesars, and now I can't remember his name. What's his name again? Christ. Augustus. I think it was Augustus. Yes. I think it was Augustus. He was like one of the most, like, under him, he was Marcus Aurelius, excuse me. So Augustus was also Stoic, but Marcus Aurelius is the one who basically made it famous. To this day, people still read Marcus Aurelius just for that, right? Just for that. Under Marcus Aurelius, the Caesars that came after Marcus Aurelius were absolute dog shit Caesars. But because of what he did to Rome when he was in power, it stood, right? It stood the test of time. Because this dude had, like, he basically abandoned all of what Rome at the time considered to be, sort of normal. For example, sleeping around, having sexual partners outside of marriage, all of these things were completely rejected by him. He believed that giving in to the earthly desires is bad and you shouldn't do it. He practiced he was an incredible fucking he was an incredible man. And under him, Stoicism really became, he wasn't the father of Stoicism, just to be clear. Stoicism is actually a philosophy that was born in Rome, but he was one of the practitioners, and his writings on it is absolutely incredible. Especially if you read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. He had like these weird things that he would do every day. Sasha, how you doing? Lassius Babby, how you doing? Webgirl, how you doing? He had these weird sort of things that he would do every day, which was like he would start every single day with meditation, where he would write in his journal about what he wants to achieve that day. And then he had things in the evening, which again, every evening he would sit down, write in his journal, and basically, is the right word accost? He would accost himself for all of his failings. So everything that he couldn't do right that day, he would actually call himself out on it. And he would be very hard on himself for the things that he failed on. And then he would praise himself 5 minutes afterwards. Like for 5 minutes, he would praise himself for all the things that he did get right. But yeah, Stoics sort of believed in suffering. They believed that life is suffering and you need to embrace the suffering. Their most controversial view, and I don't know if you guys in chat want to actually know about this, was about suicide. Does anyone in chat want to know what Stoics thought of suicide? Claudiate, gym was good fun. I am tired, but it was really, really, really good fun. Well, not just him, right? Stoics in general are pro-suicide. Very much so. But I'll give you the most famous quote. Stoicism on... I'm trying to... So they believe that it was, like, absolutely... D-Zac, thank you for 2 on sub, you degenerate fuck. How you doing, brother? They believe that it was absolutely ethical to commit suicide. It was ethical. There was nothing wrong with it. There was no reason to be... to judge someone for it. I'll give you the exact quote now. It was from Seneca. Like, Seneca is he's probably one of the fathers of Stoicism. Seneca. I'm just looking for... So one of Marcus Aurelius. Listen to this quote from Marcus Aurelius. Meditations... From his book Meditations. He says, think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. I cannot escape death, but at least I can escape the fear of it. That man lives badly who does not know how to die well. It's from Lucius Seneca. Given that all must die, it is better to die with distinction than to live long. I'm trying to look for the right one here. Hold up. I know the quote loosely, so I'll just type it in here so I can give you the full. I don't want to butcher it. Here we go. Are we chatting about dark stuff? Always. What would a stream be if we didn't? So this is one of his. This is Seneca's most famous quote about suicide. He said the following: "Can you no longer see the road to freedom? It's right in front of you. You need only turn over your wrists." That was the Stoic view. Like, they believe that you should always try and live. You should always try and move forward, and you should always try to fight. But when you reach a point where you no longer can, no problemo, you know? No problem. Down, not across. Mathrix, how you doing, bro? Philosophy, if I got the word right. Yeah, it is. I mean, it is a great philosophy. It's not for everyone. Let's just be clear on that. Not everyone is going to be Stoics. It's a fucking hard philosophy to follow. Believe me, I've tried. It is hard because you have to basically reject all earthly pleasures. You're not really allowed to give in to earthly pleasure. And who among us can say that we get to do that properly? Anyways. Sasha, a lot of today's life coaches actually borrow a lot from Stoicism. There's actually a belief that Stoicism should be taught in schools as a philosophy, because according to many people, it should help make like hardened kids, you know. Jordan Peterson is somewhat Stoic, but not quite. He does have, like, he's more Jungian, and Jung borrowed a lot from the Stoics, but not everything was borrowed from the Stoics. So some of the stuff was left out from the Stoics. So he wouldn't be considered. Like, they had the same view on life, that life is suffering. It's all suffering. Life is never good. Life is never going to be fun. You're never going to have fun in life. Life is an endless stride of suffering. And you have to make do with what you've got, right? I don't necessarily agree with that, because, yeah, some life is suffering. Like, sometimes your life is a bit of suffering, but sometimes it's also fucking good, you know? Like, right now, can anyone truly say that they're not having a good time? You're sitting back, you're having a cup of coffee with a fat fuck on the internet. How bad can life be? Yeah, sure, you might have problems and you might have trouble and, you know, may have dates that's not paid, but fuck it, you can't do anything about that now, you know? I feel like that's why people struggle so much, because you keep worrying about things that you can't do anything about right now. I'm not saying just do whatever the fuck you want and don't care about tomorrow, but sometimes people care way too much about tomorrow and they just forget to live right now. Like, if your bills are due in a week from now, there's nothing you can do about it now. You know, it's coming in a week from now. You're going to have to deal with it when it happens. And yeah, that's going to probably sink your bank account. But nothing you do right now is going to take care of those bills. Just dead, no sleep. Yes, I actually am enjoying a coffee and hanging with you. Dr. Neptune. Why are you still awake, bro? Should you not have been asleep fucking hours ago at this point? Why are you still... Why? Like, I don't know if you guys know, but before I went to the gym, Mr. Neptune said, all right, guys, I'm off. I'm going to go sleep. Then he came back and he was like, so I'm back. And then I left to go to the gym and here he is. So I go, why are you awake for 48 hours? What the fuck? It's that pineapple judgment, man. She was swift and righteous.
It's common human emotions, state, whatever. Doesn't matter how your life is good. After some time, people want something more. So that's true. The truth is, if you keep worrying about it, you're probably never going to get there. The only thing you can really do is do whatever you're doing right now as well as humanly possible. You know? Just try to do whatever you're doing right now to the best of your fucking ability. And if that isn't enough, if that isn't good enough, then hey, at least you tried your best. You know? At least you gave it your fucking all. But my favorite sort of life quote or life view is... I haven't seen the update, by the way. I'm looking at it now, or I'm looking for it now. But it's... do whatever you love and continue doing it until you do it so well that someone decides to pay you to do it. I wonder how many of you fuckers sat there and went sex. Like, how many of you degenerate cunts literally sat there and went sex, bro? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. How was your workout, Nailabs? How you doing? It was good. It was good. I'm tired. I thought of pooping, to be honest. No one is going to pay you to poop, bro. Unless you go work in that porn industry. But then, of course, you're going to have to change a lot of other things in your life. That is a lesson of the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know what that is. Okay, which updates am I looking at here? Thought of script writing, I am high. But that's just, baby, there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you believe that you're good, right? If you believe that you're good, and you can write this, just keep writing them. Keep writing them, keep sending them in. Just keep doing it until you do it so well that someone decides to pay you for it. A scientist running a poop experiment may pay you a wee bit for a sample. There you go. You never know. Your poop could literally pay you. You know, that would be putting your asshole to work, I suppose. Are we talking about the negative emotes here? I'm feeling like we're talking about the negative emotes here. All right. So, chat. Let me be clear. I am, as it were, tired, right? I just got back from the gym. I am not in the mood for this. But we have to cover it because life says I have to fucking cover this shit. Alright, so Blizzard decides that negative emotes has to be removed from the game. No idea why. No idea why. Is this really what Blizzard believes is the cause of toxicity in their game? That someone can burp. That someone can fucking burp at someone. And that is the toxicity of the game. Let's just look at this. They've just added four new emotes, and I don't have a problem with the addition of these emotes. I think it's actually pretty good, right? Magnificent, impressed, huzzah, wins. Nothing wrong with that at all. But then you have burps rudely in someone's face. Burps rudely in your face. You burp rudely in someone's face. Coughs at you. Coughs at you. You cough at. Since when is cough... You see, what bothers me about this is that I see so many RPers, friends, doing this with each other. Like someone will have a new emote and the other person will go drool or begins to drool or whatever. It's funny. It's what they use. So that's been removed. You can't do that anymore. Brushes up against and farts loudly. According to Blizzard, this is a sexual kink, I suppose, to fart loudly while you're rushing up to someone. I'm not saying that there aren't people with fart kinks. I'm sure there are. There's a kink for fucking everything. So I would not be surprised. Then, of course, I don't know if this is added or removed, because it seems to be in all white and big. Looks at it in groans in pain. Looks at groans in pain, groans in pain. Moans suggestively at. Again, this is a... This is a game. It's a game. How is this seen as something that should be removed? How is this seen as something that can help? Dropsy's Trousers and Moons has been removed. Oh my god, Blizzard, why don't you just remove all the fun? Like, at this point, just remove everything from the game. Make it a game. You know what? Remove chat. I think at this point, Blizzard, the best thing you can do is just remove chat. Remove it from the game, make it impossible for people to talk to one another. That way you don't have to keep doing shit like this, which doesn't make any sense. It matters to no one. And I want to be clear, I'm not angry over this. This doesn't faze me in any way, shape, or form. It leaves me flabbergasted. You know? It genuinely leaves me speechless, because I'm looking at these changes and I'm thinking to myself, in a game, right, where you have a social aspect to the game, should two people not be able to shake their asses at each other? Should that not be in the game? I guess people will say that's sexual assault, even though it's in a fucking video game. Whistle at people, that could be really bad, right? Because, I don't know, people call that something. Is anyone convinced by these changes that Blizzard have turned the corner? When you look at these changes, are you going, hallelujah, Blizzard is no longer a shitty company that does cube crawls and shit? Genuinely speaking, is there anyone that fucking looks at this and goes, this is what the game needed? Yes, to cover up what they've done. Now they're trying to go overboard, looking like they're goody-goody. Exactly. All this is pandering. It's virtue signaling. It's Blizzard basically overcorrecting for a thing that they did, you know? And not everyone, some people at Blizzard. All that was needed from Blizzard, literally the only thing that was needed from Blizzard, was a simple post that said, we apologize deeply and sincerely for what had happened at our company. We have dealt with the people responsible. It will never happen again. Boom, bam, no one would have bothered. This, I can't see a single person unless they're the mentally ill on Twitter. I can see the mentally ill on Twitter looking at this and praising it, right? Like, I can definitely see that. I think the funny bit about this is, like I said before, if your entire game plan is to keep the mentally ill of Twitter happy, you're gonna get fucked in the ass fairly soon. Because as soon as they've got the game 100% Puritan, they're gonna start complaining that Blizzard doesn't celebrate the female body, that Blizzard wants women to be covered up all the time, so Blizzard's gonna have to go the other way again. So then suddenly Blizzard is gonna have to do something entirely different. It's surreal. Oh yeah, Clariate, absolutely. So I can no longer in the game whistle at you or shake my character's booty at you. I can no longer sort of, smell around you. I'm no longer allowed to cough on you or even near you, or just cough in general. I can't drool over your character's transmarks or anything like that, because all of that would obviously be considered, I don't know, assault or some shit. Even though it's in the game and people do this all the time, that would not be allowed. It would be very bad. The PvP talent is available. Help tip will now only appear in war mode and PvP instances. Several emotes have been adjusted. Drool, cough, burp, fart, whistle, spit, and moon no longer change. No longer change when used while targeting a player. Pounce and groan have been adjusted when used while targeting a player. 4 new emotes have been added. Kick, stink, shake, and moan have been removed. Some of these emotes seem to have harmless intentions at a glance, but when used while targeting another player, their intentions can turn unexpectedly suggestive or intrusive. We're not fucking children, Blizzard. We're not kids. No one that's playing this game believes themselves to be on some kind of on some kind of fucking church camp. So what if it's suggestive or intrusive? It's a game. You want to know what the problem is, Blizzard? When you do this shit IRL, that's where it's a problem. In the game, it's not a problem. No one gives a fuck. No one cares. Your chat is such a mess anyways that there's so many bots you will never see when someone suggestively emotes anything at you, because the bots will take it over like within a second. So you don't even have to worry about that. No one sees this shit. No one cares. I don't understand what Blizzard is thinking. I mean, I do understand what Blizzard is thinking. They're overcorrecting, because why wouldn't they? This is too fucking much, dude. It seems to be human nature to overcompensate when righting a perceived wrong. Sometimes things return to equilibrium, but with the constant SJW pressures, things may never find balance. Webcall, very true. Very true. Clap, goddamn Blizzard, you saved the game and the company, because fucking emotes are the problem, of course. We should tweet this out. People have a right to know that Blizzard just saved the company. I think people deserve to know, right? So let's share this on Twitter. Oh, can I fucking type right? Okay, why is Twitter lagging? Okay, my Twitter is lagging like crazy. Yeah, I think that's fine. Mr. Smokin', how you doing, brother? Midnight Thunder, how you doing? Punish the player for what the employees did. Seems to be the right way to do it, right? In case you didn't know, Blizzard just solved sexism. No more emotes, no more fun. Clap, clap, clap. I feel like I want to say something extra, but maybe this is enough. Thank you, Blizzard, for protecting us from ourselves. We know not what we do. There we go. I think that works. I think so. And I like to think that I played my part. I like to think I played my part by tweeting this out. I like to think that I'm also making the world a better place. So now other people can also see the good that Blizzard is doing. You know, no, never mind the sexism in the workplace and the people touching other people's booties that don't want their booties touched. You people are wrong when you think that's a problem. Genuinely speaking, how many people here in chat believe that if someone doesn't want their booty touched, you touching their booty is wrong? How many people believe that in chat? Because if you do say that you believe that, you are wrong, actually, right? You are wrong. You see, because that's not really the problem. The problem is if you can emote that in a game. So, for example, if in real life, a girl was standing, say, in a shopping center, and I walked past and I grabbed her ass, that would be fine. Like, if the girl is sort of offended by that, that's really a her problem, not really a problem that I should concern myself in any way, shape, or form. But if I were to get her number and then text her an emote that suggests that I'm touching her ass, that would be the wrong thing. Like, that you can't do. Okay, that is fucking disgusting, and you should have yourself fucking checked. You should have yourself checked out. You might have a problem. But the IRL stuff is no big deal. You just, and if she really complains, just give her a 20. You know, like if she really complains and makes a big stink out of it, just give her a 20 and move on. You know, make sure that you don't fucking send her messages though. That's disgusting. You fucking pig. Can't believe that you even thought about sending her a pic. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. And then there's people that defend this, right? There's actual content creators that defends Blizzard removing these things from the game, saying, well, you don't really know what's happening on the inside, and this may have connotations to victims who had to go through this, and the designer of this may have been one of the perpetrators. And it's like, well, that's not how that works. It's a game. And context matters, right? For the players, the emotes don't have a negative connotation. We don't look at the emotes and think to ourselves, wow, that's suggestive and sexual. We don't. In fact, one of the things I've always sort of liked about World of Warcraft is that borderline sexualization of context. That, you know, they'll say things and you'll be like, is that sexual? Sounds a little sexual. It's funny, you know? In most of our fucking series and movies that we watch, it happens all the time, and we find it funny. We laugh at it. Looking back at things like Friends. Friends was at the time, for the time that it released, you know, that it was airing, Friends was considered to be just a fun little sitcom. And now that I'm older and I watch Friends, I'm like, oh my Jesus, there's a lot of innuendo in that fucking show. Like, there's so much suggestive shit in that show. And I believe one of the writers is actually female. So you can't really say that it was just a sexist thing. The Simpsons as well. Luna, how you doing? I'd like to mention I have 66.6 channel points. I have descended into pure chaos within the Devil's Realm. You've always been within the Devil's Realm. You are the Devil's child, are you not? In patch 9.2, every female char will look like him now. But in Blizzard, we saved the game. I feel so sorry for a lot of the women, specifically, like the sane woman, who... There's probably going to be a lot of things that's taken away. Boston Legal wouldn't work without all of the extreme innuendo. I think that these emotes are offensive, and which will celebrate that they are removed. Don't even play the game. True. I mean, these are the same people that went on and on about Gamergate, right? Gamergate became this massive thing from people who don't even play video games. I can't remember who was the leader of Gamergate again. What's that chick's name? She's been fighting for relevance ever since. And don't get me wrong, there's some truth around Gamergate. There are some things in Gamergate, but she went way overboard, right? But Anita Sarkeesian, yeah. They actually asked her if she's a gamer, and she said yes. And then people started asking her questions about gaming, and it very quickly became real. This woman has never played a game in her fucking life. Like, she has no idea what games is all about. And my dumbass thought that it could get worse. Next in the round will be the slut marks, 100%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look, if Blizzard is removing emotes, is anyone going to sit there and tell me that the slut marks are not up for removal? Blizzard is removing emotes. The slut marks are next. Absolutely. I would be well surprised if the slut marks actually make it out. Are they going to change the Night Elf dance? They're probably going to change all of it, Luna. They're going to make this game so fucking PC, no one will play it. Mark my words, Blizzard will be the next example. Blizzard will be the next example of go get woke, go broke. And it will happen in a massive way because they're going to remove all of the fun. Oh, Shay, most of the emotes now work completely different, right? Some of the emotes have been removed from the game, so most of the very sexual emotes have been completely removed. But now also, some of the emotes have been, and this is, as Arian states there, no, this is what we've paid for. This is what we've all wanted from Blizzard. But a lot of the emotes now, if you target a player and you do the emote will no longer say that you targeted that player. The emote will just be a case of you whistle, right? You're not whistling at the player, you're just whistling in general. So I guess fuck RP players that actually use the emotes for RP purposes. And the guys of feminism got 10 times the amount she asked for, and they never gave the supporters what they paid for. True, that happens a lot. Alex, how you doing, bro? It's no longer rules over target player, but just rules, for example. My fear is that they're going to remove and change sexy trans marks that took forever to get. Rose Spirit, I'm pretty certain that they will. I'm pretty certain that they will. Maybe not immediately. I think that could be one of those things that they're going to be iffy to change, but I do think it will. It will eventually be changed. Yeah, 100%. Juma, how you doing, bro? You can still do EM, type anything you want, right? I think so, unless Blizzard decides that is also just not up for debate. But on that, in that, Blizzard could probably go, we don't have control over what people say to each other, so we might not be able to like control that in any way, shape, or form. Couple of hours sleep without disruptions are doing better. Alex, I'm happy to hear that. Well, you know, wear the armor, use the abandoned rooms, reference the art. Legit, they're taking all the power away from our peers, and they're legit. Well, that means they just have to purge Moon Guardian accounts. Well, yeah. It is sad to see the game going this direction. It's very sad to me because this is how we're watching our game crash and burn. We are watching our game die, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like what are we gonna do? Blizzard doesn't seem to give a fuck. They're not listening to us. They're listening to the mentally challenged people on Twitter. What happened to Goldshire Inn after this change? Oh my god. Goldshire Inn is going to be destroyed. It's going to be demolished. Oh my god, the fucking thunder just kicked back up. Let's hope it goes away soon. I don't RP at all, but I would like for RPers to have more freedom, not less. You know? Like, Blizzard sort of forgets about the RP crowd almost all the time. And then what Blizzard ends up doing is just making it even harder for the RP crowd to do anything. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. This fucking blows, dude. I want to stream, and now Thunder is back. What the hell? I think something that terrified me was seeing the creator of MRP on Belmog and not on Moongod. Who's MRP? Just looked at the list, and I'm sorry, but all these emotes are used primarily to grief RPers on my server. I'm really happy to see these gone. They'll spam us with walls of these. Shay, you might be one of the few people that's happy that they're gone, because a lot of people aren't happy that they're gone at all. Because there are a lot of RPers that actually use those emotes. Enjoy storms, waiting for the next one to move over us. I would love storms if I didn't have thunder. I have surge protection, but not... I don't think it's going to actually protect the PC from a pure lightning strike. Like, if the lightning hits the house and it fucking gets into the cables, it's probably going to fuck it. Plus, if someone does something that you don't fucking like, right? Then just block them. It's as simple as that. You know, if someone spams you with stuff that you fucking hate because they're spamming you for bullshit, just block them. You never have to see them again. And there's literally add-ons that will make it one button to ban someone. Or block someone. Luna, how is that going to work? That's just going to create a lot of fucking restriction. No, we'll keep streaming. Hopefully it goes away. Hopefully it fucks off. I don't have any plans to stop streaming just yet. You missed what, Theseus? Wait, does Cape Town not have thunder? Prometheus, how you doing, brother? Chaos Potato. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Did really appreciate that. You degenerate fuck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chaos, how you doing, brother? My PC got hit by thunder through phone line, killed the router and netcard. Fuck. That is a feels bad moment. What did you say about surge protection? Oh, Luna said get 3 surge protectors and then just plug the PC into the one furthest from the wall. Not only do you have plenty of plugs for any needs, but also lightning would have to get through 3 protectors. You could probably do it, but... CDJ, thank you for the gifted sub. Did really appreciate that. 3 community subs. Thank you. Can we get some love in chat? CDJ just fucking building that degenerate fucking fan club that we've got going on. And yeah, you guys have activated a level 2 Skamar strain. So I really appreciate the level 2 Skamars. If you want to be Skamars, keep gifting. Get that bastard to level 5. WTG. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Yeah, choo-choo, motherfuckers. Chaos Potato, I have nothing to complain about. Well, that's not true. I can complain about a lot of things, but I'm not really in the mood to complain. You know? I'm in way too good of a mood to complain the whole fucking time. Yeah, you see, I'm not down with the lingo. I'm not down with the lingo. I'm 36, guys. I'm way too old. So I don't get the whole lingo thing, like WTG and shit. It's too advanced for me. You have to type full sentences. Come on, Valdorian, thank you for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Are you playing New World? How's Final Fantasy going? Shamanita, how you doing? I'm not playing New World, no. But Final Fantasy is going really well. I mean, I'm loving Final Fantasy. And UPS, just need to hook it up now. I don't have a UPS, but I do have an Elise surge protector myself. Just the surge protection plug. I saw a video that someone made on YouTube about censorship in the Diablo 2 HD remake. They gave the Amazon a breast reduction surgery and aged her up, removed the sorcerer's underboob, and censored some topless art from Act 2. This is the times we live in now, right? Bacalon, get those damn kids off my lawn. I'm gonna be like that. I know I'm gonna be like that one day. I mean, it's rare that negativity gets to me. It really is rare. Like, something really bad has to happen to really throw me off. Fuck, that's a bit scary. That is a bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. That shit's a bit scary. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream. Because here's the problem. If this thing hits my PC and my PC breaks, that's it. That's it. I'm not making any videos until I get a new PC, and I don't have money right now to buy another fucking PC. It is insured, but you know how South African insurance goes. It can take a fucking while. It can take a while for them to pay out. So if they take 2 weeks to pay out and actually reimburse my PC, that's 2 weeks that I'm not working, right? Especially when you don't turn it off during thunderstorms, they can get really fucking pissy about that shit. Like, seriously pissy about that shit. So, yeah, let me go, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. I was hoping that we could play some Final Fantasy. I'm sadly I can't, right? So let me turn it off. Let me go fucking, I don't know, hang out outside like a caveman or some shit. And I'll see all of you tomorrow, okay? I'll see all of you tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully tomorrow night we don't have thunder, so we'll play some games. We'll have fun. I appreciate all of you for coming out, even if it was just for an hour. I love all of you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Be good to each other. And I will see all of you in the next one. Peace out, fam.